This podcast is sponsored by Darling Eyewear. Activate your alter ego with Darling Eyewear and start seeing life through a different set of lenses. Shop darlingeyewear.com. Tell them Demetrius Lee and Angela Lee in the Lee Life Experience Podcast sent you. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to a new edition of the Lead Life Expense Podcast. You have Angie and Demetrius here. We be your host and your co-host for the evening. Listen, did you miss us while we was breaking for the season? They're getting ready to bring you some new episodes, some new topics from a new location. Yes, you all. I will be on different locations. I'm currently out here in Los Angeles, California, and I will be bringing you some hot topics going on your side of the world and my side. So, Demetrius, how you doing today?
Doing this 1100 bunch. I'm glad to be back. I miss you. Y'all let my wife in California. She been gone. She been doing some emergency work out there, so I ain't got to do podcasts, and I miss her. So y'all pray she be careful out there, and I'm ready to get back on this podcast, get things back started again.
All
How my mic
right,
sound, Honey Bun?
good.
I
Listen,
bought me a new card. Y'all, I meant to tell you, I had a delay in it too because I ain't have a card. What you call the card? A mic card, Angie?
mm-hmm.
So I got a new card. Y'all hope I sound better because last couple of times I was breaking up. But all right, I finally got Amazon that right and got it to me. So y'all, I'm back. I'm back. It took me about 3 weeks to get a card. They kept sending the wrong one, but I'm back. Let's go, Honey Bunch.
All right, to you, those of you, if you new here, hey, how you doing? Welcome. And if you want to, you are some IA1 since day one, and you have been emailing and texting, inboxing us on all social media platforms. Like, Angie, where are you at, Demetrius? I normally listen to you all on my commute, and hey, we've been a little bored, so Demetrius and I had to go ahead and rearrange some schedules to go ahead in order to bring you this
Yeah,
here
tell them our
episode.
time schedule off too. So they don't
Yes,
realize that.
and those of you, if you're not aware, different time zones. In California, I am 3 hours behind you all. So Demetrius have to work with my work schedule because normally work third shift. And so, of course, when he's up, I'm sleeping, and vice versa. So, again, we want to say thank you. And so, enough of the housekeeping rules. Let's get in here. And those of you who still been emailing in, listen, we have several. So, Demetrius and I have a little content for a little while. So, we will be getting to you shortly. So, please don't get upset. Again, we took us a little break. Have to just like it would be regular TV, how they do season where you have to kind of go and rearrange and renew. And so let's get to it. So today we have an email from Memphis, Tennessee, and we are going to call her. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call her Rayvon. I think it's Rayvon. Rayshana. Her name not Rayshana. Rayshana.
Shout out. Ray, shout out. Go ahead. Sorry.
Rayshana. This is and if I'm murdering your name, I apologize because so anyway, Rayshana said, "Hi, I am from Memphis. I wanted to reach out because I have been missing your podcast episodes lately. Where have y'all been? I hope everything is going well with you guys. I'm writing on October the 31st to ask about something that has been on my mind. With the government shutdown happening, I'm concerned about how it may affect people like me who rely on SNAP programs and food stamps. Have you guys been hearing about this situation? And what's have been your take on it? Do you think it will get better, or are we facing some tough times ahead? Thank you for all the work that you do on the podcast. I really enjoy listening and learning from your insight. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Take care. Rayshana from Memphis. I had to make sure because I kind of got a little choked up.
Okay.
You all, I mean, this is just real talk, Demetrius. You all know I don't watch TV. I rely on my news. I rely on my news to come from either what I see down social media or on YouTube, which is clips of real news. And it's heartfelt that when you see commentaries and some content creators there, that's what they platform is, talking about highlight news or going in and stripping TikToks or Instagrams or Twitter or where X um, videos in order to combine them and hearing everybody's disgruntledness and whether they for snaps or not against it. I'm personally gonna speak from the time that I have shared this in a previous episode that I did receive food stamps, and the reason why I signed up for food stamps at the time I was a young mom, so I was like in my early 20s, when I had my son, and I remember the babysitter, God bless Miss Gussie Hatton, rest in peace. She told me to take her to 2 places. I took her to the Helping Hand that was in my hometown of South Carolina, and, uh, she went to these, like, little, like, food banks, and I took her there, and it was a older lady, older Caucasian lady that was, I don't know if she volunteering or what, but she wouldn't give Miss Gussie anything, and I remember Miss, Gussie came back to the car, and she said, that lady just make me feel so bad. And yeah, I'm trying to get this assistance. And so I said, hold on a minute. I got put the car in park and I ran in. Well, it might have been on I ran in park, but I went into the shelter place and I said, hey, I act like I was just totally new, didn't let her know that lady was with me. And I went in there and the lady was giving me so much stuff because I was a young mom with a baby. Granted, I was an able body. And it hurts me. So you know what I did? Immediately, got the stuff, whatever she gave me, I gave it to Miss Gussie. And I went and signed up for food stamps. If not that day, maybe the next day. I can't recall everything step by step. And when I'm saying this, I'm not saying this for no pity. I'm saying this because here I was a person that was able to get assistance, and this lady wasn't. You better bet when I got food stamps, my stamps was given away. People know I was not hurting for anything. I was able to work, and I think at that time I was working the mini shift at Milliken at that time. So I wasn't doing a 40-hour week because I was only working 4 hours a day. But because I had a child, I was able to get some assistance. And I'm saying that to say I helped Miss Gussie and I helped other people out too. So it was not like I kept it for myself, which I could have, but I have always been able bodied. I have always had a job since I was 16 years old, when my first job being at Bilo. So when I'm hearing people say by able bodies, and it's only supposed to be a cushion for when you what your transition is, and I know unfortunately some people have gotten used to it. Demetrius, I think you shared a video from Anton that the man was like he never worked, and how dare them take his he used to doing it. Maybe that was the problem. President Trump come to shake up some things, and especially people such as yourself who have got selfishly relying on people who don't have a good heart, who all you already have a plan. And I'm not speaking for the people who were in transition like myself. I'm not speaking for the people for the elderly who desperately needed the help, who desperately she wasn't no other ways for her to get it. She was already aged out, so what kind of work she was going to do? So I'm especially speaking and being a voice for the elderly, for the people who can't psychologically go and learn a new skill. For the people who losing their jobs and around my age for in your late 40s, early 50s, you still can kind of bounce back. But what about the people who's older, Demetrius, that can't learn or easy I shouldn't say can't learn, everybody can learn, but can't quickly adapt. What about your Down syndrome, people on disability that need somebody to care for them and count on them for their daily life? I can tell you that if things are not going off compassion now, Demetrius, it's gonna be a lot. And when I say a lot, I'm saying several agencies gonna be walked away. And some people are still gonna do it. And you know why they still gonna do it? Because they still got a heart to care. I'm just saying, even in the nursing field, a lot of people gonna walk away from nursing. The reason why some of them gonna walk away from it, and the people who stay is gonna be people who have a heart to care for your special needs, for your special children, for that special population out there that God has, suited and molded for to be in those areas. Something that all of us have a choice whether we want to do it or don't. It's gonna be only the people, Demetrius, that have a heart past compassion gonna be able to stay, because some of these people, they just doing it for a job, and you're gonna be able to tell the real from the fake. The people who just there for the paycheck, and the people who really, as a child, grew up saying, "Hey, I want to be in this area." You'll be able to tell it.
No, I think you did a good job. Thank you for the story about Miss Gussie. Bless her heart. Rest in peace, Miss Gussie.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause my wife say I don't watch a lot of TV. I do a lot of YouTube clips. Same thing, news. It just get the best clip. And when I understood, it's like 42 million people that depend on food stamp SNAP program. 42 million. And I understand the day's the November 3rd. So I guess Saturday or November the 1st, they lost that. But I did hear that they said a couple of judges have advised the Trump administration they got $6 billion emergency fund that put towards that for the food stamp. For the food stamp to help feed people. You know, because some of that money he got, that emergency fund, for like disaster, world disaster, like maybe a hurricane or something, FEMA.
Yeah.
So that money sent back for that. But the judge told him they ordered him. It ain't no damn told him they ordered him. The administration, I think he gonna do it. But I'm gonna go to the Democrat. I know I is. Look at him. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm bipartisan. I ain't no Republican or Democrat. But them damn Democrats need to open that government back up. That's what's causing all this. They're holding the American people hostage for their selfish need. And y'all probably saying, listen to me talk. And hey, I'm gonna tell you what I did. And you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. What I did was I did my research. I didn't let no Republican tell me nothing. I didn't let no Democrat tell me nothing. I went into it, looked into it, listened what people say that who from both parties. And I listened to the question that were asked to certain people in the party. And they avoided the question. So the Democrats shut this government down, in my opinion. It hurt the Trump administration. And they say they want $1 trillion, like for Obamacare. People going to lose their insurance. And now, like I said, all this new to me. 2020, the Democrat put in a policy because of what thing called COVID to help extend, lower our insurance, like what you pay a month, your medical insurance. The thing come off in December. Mm-hmm. So they want to put it back on, extend it. The public say, okay, we can talk about it, but we ain't give you no $1 trillion. And they say they want $1 trillion. The public saying is, and I saw them ask some Democrats, some high power, they won't answer. They want to get to a legal alien. I know y'all might don't know this, them legal aliens in the country, they vote Democrat. Hope y'all know that. All these people in this country that's legal, they vote for Democrat. That's why they want them over here. People like me who really go do their research, that who vote for Democrat, I just vote for them too. Now I realize they've been trying to get us, man. They ain't doing what they're supposed to do. They're saying one thing. Everybody got a motive. The Republican got a motive too. Democrat got a motive. I like the Republican motive better. They're trying to put money in my pocket. The Democrat want to take money out of my pocket. Take my money and give it to legal people. And that ain't right. So why they got to do the food stamp? What I'm telling you, that's why they shut the government down. Now you got people out here on food stamp. I got some of them too now. Like my wife said, some people on food, they need food stamp. And I feel sorry for them. They're sick, they're too old, they can't go to work. I understand, but then you got the other, this man come on here and talking about, and nothing wrong with him. He got to feed his kid. He ain't going to work. That's where I work. That's where y'all work. To pay me, to give me assistance. I don't want to work. I got kids to take care of. So I ain't going to work. So he can't no me to pay for his food stamp. Now see, that got to stop. That's what the Trump new bill come in. I think it started in the year 2. You ain't putting in 20 hours of work or looking for a job, showing that you looking, you ain't gonna get no assistance. And I agree with it. But y'all gonna get mad at Trump. How y'all gonna get mad at President Trump administration? A grown ass man can go to work. A grown woman can go to work. It's like the women, they got to go to damn work. They ain't getting on. If they child in school, that ass better have a job. Y'all, some women here busting their ass right now, taking care of them kids. Some men bust. But then you want a person to get on there because they're gonna cut the food stuff and they're going to a raid. And ain't nothing wrong with them. I'm not gonna agree with that. I agree with some of it. My wife said, Miss Gussie, oh, woman couldn't work. She need help. But you got a man, look at me. I can go to work. I'm in good damn shape. And I do work. So y'all got to excuse me. I got my hat on. I work for the railroad, CSA, but I ain't have a haircut today. I'm going out of town, see my wife going to California. So I got to get out on time, everything just right. I mean,
No.
fresh cut. So, what, baby?
No, we got a baby shower for them.
Yeah, baby shower. Yeah, got a baby shower first. That's right. Then, but haircut still got to come at the same time. But get back what I said. I don't want to tell everybody. I ain't promoting this hat for nobody. But like I say, that's what's going on with the food stamp. So I think y'all gonna get some help. I heard the government and they said they're gonna put it back in effect Wednesday. They got an election for the man, I think his name Mondani. He from New York. He running for mayor.
Mhm.
So they're trying to get him in office first, then they're gonna open the government. The Democrat finally gonna vote over Democrat, put the American people on hostage for 35 days. And like I say, y'all, I'm gonna get it back to my wife, but I'm gonna say this here. I'm not a Republican, or a Democrat, but a Democrat full of shit. And y'all who believe in them Democrat people, y'all better wake up. Don't listen to me. Just read. Look, they're trying to help them illegal people to vote for them. They're taking your hard ass money you work for and getting to people like that illegal. Goddamn, getting the murders and damn what do people call them the drug dealers? Come on now, use common sense. They're trying to con y'all. Okay? Don't let hatred get in your heart for President Trump administration that you overlook the true fact. If you hate somebody, you be so caught in the hatred part of it, you can't see what's really going on. So come out there and hate stuff. Start using your brain, what God gave you a brain for. Don't worry about the Democrats or the Republicans. It's use common sense. And like a dude was saying, well, President TD, not President, God doing, Pastor TD Jake said one time, you sitting back drinking the poison, waiting on your enemy. Y'all drinking the poison, waiting on Trump the demise die. Come on, man. Come on with that stuff. I ain't 100 let you have it. I got some more, but I don't want to
Yeah,
run
get
out.
some more right quick. I'm researching something. Go ahead.
We said, all right, well, I can keep going, y'all.
Yeah,
But
keep
yeah,
going.
then I had a woman, this lady on here, talking about on this other show that she's going into Walmart and got no food stamps. She gonna go in Walmart, her and some other people, and she gonna get a beggar full of food. Somebody gonna hit the person in the mouth. She going to her car with the go. She gonna steal. She telling you everybody gonna go steal out of Walmart. So I heard Walmart supposed to be shutting the door. Now I don't know that true or not.
They say it was not true.
I want you. Okay then. But they said they're going in there, they're gonna steal. They're on TV, not TV, YouTube, talking about they're gonna steal. Cause their kid got to eat. And half of these women who saying that look like they good shit to me, hey, they gonna get a damn job. Amazon better start hiring people for a little bit for Christmas time. Like Amazon, they're cutting back now, 100 bucks. Yeah, I gonna take over, but I think Christmas time they do a lot of hiring this time of year to get the president out, the Santa Claus president out. So y'all people sitting around waiting on the government, Trump and the screw y'all. Y'all better go get y'all a job. Find something, find you a business, how to create your own business or do something. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like washing clothes. I don't like cleaning the house up, but I do. But so y'all can go make y'all some money. If plenty people think like I think, who ain't good, they pay you for that kind of service. Go find your job, President Trump, and stop this money, getting y'all this free money, this insurance for the medical. He gonna quit doing it. And you gonna get mad at him, and you're a full grown person, you can work. How can you get mad at this man? God, we've been paying all these years, you used to. That's what the problem is. Everything changed. It ain't gonna never stay the same. The world gonna keep going with you without you. You dead, it gonna still be going. You living is going. Get your damn job. Start your business. If you're handicapped, I understand. But you ain't. You can get mad at me all you want to, because I'm not putting the fear aside. I work every day, me and my wife. And I got a dangerous job. My wife try to save lives, and I try to keep lives going myself, what I do. So I ask y'all, please go find y'all a job. Get off your butt if you have to. He gonna make it hard. It'd be more worth you getting a job and trying to screw the system. 500 bucks. There you go.
Well, first of all, I want to be able to tell people that I hear that you saying you don't go for a party, but you really more leaning strongly with Republicans, which is that's fine. You entitled to your own.
Yeah, this time I am, because they're
But
going the way I'm thinking. Yeah.
but me, my if we have to put a terminology and a title on what we are, Demetrius, we are more. You are more independent, but you're more right leaning independent. And for me, I am more vision, value driven, independent. And the reason I say that is because not everything that President Trump is doing do I disagree with. Not everything. Some of the things I am on board with him, and some things that need to be shaken up a little bit because a lot of us have got comfortable, comfortable for it. And I can't and just because I grew up in the trailer park, I grew up with the struggle. And I'm saying this because I know some people that if I had to categorize who are our target audience, it would be more people that lean how we grew up, more democratic way. But what I would say is that as you get older and your lives change, when I wasn't a nurse, I looked for income tax. But once I became out that tax bracket, and I remember older gentleman, rest in peace, Mr. New York. He told me, he said, Angie, what if you don't get a income tax? And when he said that to me, it was like unheard of. Like, what you talking about? I lived a little, made a couple of more checks. And when my nursing income, especially once I started traveling, I was no longer in that tax bracket of receiving an income tax. Now Demetrius and I both wait to the last minute to file taxes. And you know one thing, I'm gonna tell you something. And my sister was with the group of filing income tax. But you know what she told me the other day? She said, Angie, I think I'm gonna wait till I file extensions and do it. Like, you know why? Because when you can see a difference, a lot of us are, doing what we were told and what was brought up with not doing research only because we grew up that way. So
That's
we
right.
never changed the narrative. But once you get exposed, it's up to you. It's your up to you now. When you don't know no when you don't know any better, that's the thing. But when you know better and you exposed to it, then now it's a choice. It's a choice. You have a choice on which way you want to go, and you have to be adult enough to handle the consequences either way. If you're gonna go Democrat way, or you're gonna go Republican way, if you're gonna go independent way. For those of you who decided not to vote at all, you should not be complaining at all, saying anything because that was your choice. And you chose wait, let the chips fall where they may. Cause it was a large percent that didn't vote at all, that didn't feel like, hey, I don't agree with the Democrat and I don't agree with the Republicans. So I'm just gonna sit this one out. But I'm just gonna only say, do when Demetrius is saying about doing your research, it will behoove you to go and do research. And I'm saying this for anything in life.
That's
I used
right.
to tell my son that. He would ask me how to spell something. I say, look it up. Because once you know it, you can't unknow it. And that's the thing about exposure. Once you've been exposed to it, you can never make your brain fathom anything else. That's why when people say, "Oh, you're a big dreamer," do you know why some people see that big dream? Because somewhere, whether they read it, whether they saw it, it was a dream, they can't unsee it. So that's why they're hungry for it. Some of you, and you can't fault people if they don't dream the same way, if they don't understand you. It's time for you to move around and go to people who do understand you. And it's okay with being the smallest elephant or the person in the room and don't know anything. Right now, I am embarking a new journey. A new journey. And I told Demetrius, I said, work from home. I said, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that because my mind been set up and adapted to getting up every day, putting on clothes, going to somebody's job, seeing people. When I had to go and do that 2 to 3 week trial and go and get dressed up with my top on and face and makeup, only to go to my closet in the work and create a work from home atmosphere, became the second week. I said, "Oh, Demetrius, I think I'm kind of liking it now because I haven't been adapted." And some of you don't want to adapt, so that's the reason why you're so stubborn on change. But this season, I highly suggest don't go off what Demetrius said. Don't go off what I said. Don't go off the TV. Do your own research for you and your family. Because Demetrius and I got to do what's best for our family. Our family is growing, getting a new addition to the family. We have to have some things in place because if we don't, she too will be the hamster on the wheel doing the same identical thing that we did.
Hey, you
You
don't know we
did.
on a grandbaby now. Me, you having no baby. Make sure you tell them a new addition. We got a grandbaby coming. Another grandbaby coming in.
Well, they
But she
already
just straight
know.
it out. You said a new addition. Everybody
Yeah,
think me, you having a baby.
they know good with. They know you ain't doing nothing,
Oh, you say you look like you 25 and 30, so everybody thought that.
baby. You jealous. I never seen a hate in my life. Oh, yeah, I do. I see him every
Go
time
ahead,
I
that's what
talk
you
to him.
say. I ain't
But
slide that in there.
anyway, I'm just saying, uh, go and do your research because times we're living in is uncertain. You can have it today and go to work and report tomorrow and lose your job.
Yeah.
You have to be able to, and I mean this goes for Demetrius and I too. We own jobs that we can get fired.
That's right.
And because we can, Demetrius and I have to have things in place. And Demetrius, you and I hadn't talked about it, but we need to have a talk about it. You know, what if things do change? What if our health change? We got to be able to see who can pick the ball up and keep it rolling. And Demetrius' mama used to tell us that a long time ago. We
She'll say it
laughed at
now.
it. No, I'm saying when she said it to us, we didn't embrace it.
Yeah.
You know, we laughed at it. We pushed it aside. But I'm just only saying, you all, write down and have your family meetings. Have a family business. Have something that brainstorm right now. I remember, and shout out to our cousins, the Burdens. You know, when he told me, he said, Gary said, Angie, we had a family meeting and everybody had to come up with a business. Everybody. And we would always put it in a pot. I mean, I might be paraphrasing. He might didn't say these exact words, but he paraphrased. So what I took from that conversation, it is time for us to move forward in seeing who in the family, what are you good at? Put a title to where you good at. If your daughter is good at dancing, you need to be trying to research, see how we can send her to choreography school. If your daughter is good, son, good in biology, you need to see about can you sign them up to be a doctor or a chemist or on somebody's team to do new research for cancer or HIV or something. Put a title to what it is. You know, Demetrius and our grandbaby Jada, she's good at drawing. She told us she wanted to draw and she wanted to make a robot for parents when they going out on a date so they can have some time without the children. Now, why would an 11-year-old think of that? And I know why. Because I'm pretty sure she heard her mama frustration, like, I could go somewhere, but I can't find a babysitter. So her little mind told her, I'm going to create a babysitter. So grown people can go out and leave their children to be taken care of. Drew a little sketch of it. I said, Demetrius, she need to be in architectural school. She need to be in something in graphic design because she already showing us what she like. You give
Yeah.
them more of it. So you all, AI is taking out a lot of us. You know, we scared. We don't want to. Listen, if you want to be on this new wave, the new wave of artificial intelligence, the new wave of crypto, you need to already be changing the language, learning. And I said, I even told Demetrius this. Every now and then, spend 30 minutes. Everybody have 30 minutes. Give your mind something new. Go and research something that's not even around here and give your brain something new. Something new, whether it's a language, whether it's embark on going somewhere overseas, give your brain something so it can adapt. If you want to know why older people that stand alive and they don't get, everybody old don't get dementia. That's a myth. It just happened in older ages, but everybody who old don't get dementia. I had a 90-something-year-old brain sharper than mine. You know why? Cause they playing chess. I went to a bakery cafe, Demetrius, and the tabletop was made for checkers. The whole thing, was a chess top thing on top. Playing chess. So you know what I did?
Some of us playing checkers. You need to be playing chess. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So no, but I'm just saying because there's a new environment. Demetrius, who I'm talking to playing some chess? I don't know nobody. And then
Nope.
that's what I'm saying. So you know what I did? I took a picture of the book. I took a picture and I was the only me that was there. And they didn't like it. But I know if I'm over here in this area and there is a conversation starter, what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna learn the fundamentals. I went to AI. What's the fundamentals of chess? So I can learn it. So I can play it. So it can be a conversation piece. I don't want to stand out and being over there like, oh, that's not for me. No, how can I get into it? When they say coach put me in, that's what coach put me in mean. You don't sit out there and create your limitations like, oh, well, I don't know how to do it. No. You need to say, if everybody in this cafe knew how to do it, even the little children was at the table messing with it, whether they knew what they were doing or not. I was the only outcast because I was the brown melanated girl there.
So you trying to tell them, you saying Trump right, and then you go get a job? Left their ass. That's how I keep telling them you encourage them the new technology that they can go find a job.
That's right, but I don't think that's about Trump. That's just about universal, the way the world moving. And I'm just saying that.
No, I'm saying he cutting out the food. He better cut that stuff. He's saying you got to go get a job, at least 20 hours a week. Show get food stamps.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just only talking about that when you embracing, you don't just want to go get just any job. There meet you some things out there that you can do that's fulfilling. If you know you good at something, you get like I just looked at Operation Impact still moving. I received the Operation Impact award a long time ago. It was good to see them men still giving out rewards and paying, homage to the people who still in the community doing great work. I'm gonna tell you what it made me do. It made me realize that Demetrius, you and I hadn't did anything. We have not did anything. I'm talking about you have to. We live in a dash. Everybody's living a dash. What you do with your dash? That when you close your eyes, what do you want people to say at your eulogy? Oh, he was funny. Oh, Tick cracked a bunch of jokes. Or do you want people to be able to say, you know what, tell your granddaughters, because that's what majority you have, and bless our little bonus daughter, Miss Toot, with a son. But do you want them to get up and say, like you said, you want to leave a legacy? How you gonna leave it? How are you gonna start that? And I know most of the people who listen to this, they say, well, Angie, I already don't have nothing. Baby, you got time. If you don't have money, you have time. Give some of your time away. Go to the hospital and go read. Go and read. Sign yourself up to hold yourself accountable. And I'm gonna tell you, these last few years that when I've been going through these period and menopause symptoms, and I isolated myself, and I was feeling bad and depressed, and then I wouldn't sign up with nothing because I didn't want nobody to be dependent on me. I didn't want to sign up because it was relying on me. But that's when you know that you have fell into a deep depression, when you don't want no accountability. You don't want to sign up. You don't want to give yourself away. But that's because when you look at life, we think about all the things you don't have instead of being grateful. Like, you know what? But I got a husband. Me and him might be, oil and water sometimes, but I'm thankful. Do I have health? I might not be feeling tip top shape, but I thank God. I'm putting my own clothes on. I'm in my right mind. I drive my own self to work. And you can get fixated on the money too. That God allowed me to get money. He was like, okay, I'm gonna send you money unexpected ways. And then you know what? And all the things I was like, where my money at? But then I realized, but Angie, didn't you pay that card off? Didn't you pay that such and such bill? Then I had to go back and say, God, you know what? Thank you. I'm so worried about the what if in the next Demetri that I wasn't not being present with today's time. So that's why what I want people to take away from this, that president is shaking things up with the stamps, but what do you have that you actually can go and do something with, because times can get worse, jobs can let you go. What are you clever enough to put together in order to still get your family some money? All right.
Yeah. Well, hey, all I can say what you're saying, I go along with you. I'm telling y'all better find a scheme. In the world ain't gonna stop because you hollering, complaining, you ain't getting no money. He cut your food stamp. You gonna still your ass going to jail. You can't say, he took my food out, my kids got these. They don't care about that. You're going to jail, your kids going to a foster home. But Andrew telling y'all, AI, find how to make money with AI. I'm trying to look now. There's gonna be opportunities out there. AI gonna take your job, but there's no way you can use AI to make some money. It's up to you to find it. Do the research and find it. I'm gonna find me some income with AI. I'm telling you, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna figure out how to make it benefit me. Same thing y'all do. Y'all meet women. You go find these women. You find a way to make that woman do what you want to do. The man, you what the man do, you make it benefit you. All right, you go find someone with AI, make it benefit you. Had the same thing. It might be a bad example by you. Well, how you want to call it? Get it put across to you, but you got to find a way. And the way is hollering, complaining, but you ain't gonna work. You ain't never work. That's my. For me, people like me, people I'm talking like me and my wife and other family who been working, take care of you and your kid. Hey, I'm still gonna get my paycheck. Can I go to work? So you ain't complaining about me working. Yeah, I'm gonna get it, but you ain't gonna get my money no more. He gonna get it to somebody who more deserving. That's what the Trump administration do. He ain't cutting out welfare, food stamp. He cutting out grown ass men, grown ass women who have to work. He gonna take your food stamp. So you do get the money back when the government own back up. But at the end of the year, he gonna cut that shit off. That you doing. So I'm telling you, I'm not talking aggressive. And I ain't trying to be hard on you. Whoever this podcast for, find you a way to make money. He gonna change. I'm telling you, you can go clean up people's house. Just be honest. Don't steal. Clean the house up. Start your. My auntie talking about a babysitting. Hey, like people got a daycare. Hey, you a babysitting pool. 5 women on deck. People call in. Want somebody to pay you? Say they got to charge you $7 an hour. That's a business. You better be thinking. Go clean up somebody's house. People doing it now. I had to let these clean my house up. When I go to work, she come and clean it up. Because I ain't like cleaning it up. I had a boy cut my grass. He cut my grass. You better find your way to make some money. I'm telling you. I don't know what you're going to do. You go cut tree limb down. People don't like doing it. It's all kind of money. You might not want to do it, but you got money. Then, like he say, you keep your food stamp. Show that you're working, spend 20 hours on the weekend, and get your food stamp. Just try, man. Don't try to hate the system. Get mad at them, blame what you've been doing. They don't care about that. They don't care. So you got to use versatility. Okay, they ain't going to get my food. What can I do? You want me to do 20 hours? I go do 20 hours and get your food stamp. That's all I'm saying to y'all people. Use your brain. Don't get caught up in the hype and take hatred out your heart. So I'm another example. I know I got bad example, but that's why I explain myself. It's like a man drunk driving a car. He can't function drunk. He running up the highway, seeing 4 or 5 lanes. But you got a man that's sober, he can see what's going on. He can control that same way. That's the same way with hatred. You hate somebody, you cannot see what's going on. You got hatred in your heart. But you take the hate out, okay, now I see what President Trump trying to do. Okay, this is what I'm going to do if I can get my stuff together. But you hate him, I'm going to show him. You're going to do hurt yourself. Stop hurting yourself because you hate somebody. They don't care you hate them because they got their mind somewhere else. Quit drinking and pause it and wait on your enemy to die. That's a fact. So I know this podcast running to an end. It's about to close up on it. But I want to tell the person, what her name was? Shauna, you said her name was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shauna, it's going all over the world with the food stamp thing. It's all over the world right now. Not the world, United States, I'm saying it wrong. Everybody going through this here. But I'm telling you, when they open the government open back up, Shauna, they're going to give your food stamp back to you. But you ain't got about a month. Think about it. End of December, if you ain't qualified, he ain't going to give them to you. So I don't know. You might be qualified. I don't know your situation. You might be handicapped. I don't know. But if you're in good shape, you hefty. Your daughter is in school. Think the age, 7 years old. She going to school. You better have your job. Because he's going to cut off your food stamp. He's going to take care of you. That's the kind of thing you get, people get Section 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that, man. Y'all better think. You ain't got but 2 months. December being before you know it. Been November now. End of December, all this stuff gonna change. I might be out a little bit off what I'm talking about. But I'm bet you I'm 90% halfway right what I'm saying. So I ask all y'all, President Trump is a disruptor. If y'all don't know what he's trying to do, his motive is he's trying to go down the best president ever in the United States. And y'all say, how y'all might get mad, how he gonna do that? But think about it. If he cut off taxes, no more taxes people. He get rid of all these legal people. He stop all this gay stuff with kids. A lot of people don't want that in the United States. And he pull that out. When you go to work, you keep your whole check. Y'all gonna have to get in the president. What's the kind of thing they give people every year? The award they call it. Oh, the Nobel Prize Award. What do they call it?
Yeah.
What do they call it? Okay, that's what he's trying to get. He said he's gonna get it next year. He's gonna get him next year. Think he stopped the war over there in Israel and Hamas. He trying to stop Russia and Ukraine. He pulled all this off. Y'all gonna have to get in the best president in the world. Ever been in the United States. That's what he trying to do. Y'all think he trying to hurt people. Oh, he racist. That man ain't damn racist. People around him might be racist, but that man ain't racist. That man grew up in New York with all kind of black people. Hung out in the club. He's go with black women. Y'all, this is not shit. Y'all people telling y'all the man racist and all that. Now people around him here. Now you got people talk junk like the dude Charlie Kirk. But I don't know the man. I know he say stuff. He's like a racist. Trump ain't gonna stop him because all the man doing bring attention to him, make him look good. But Trump, he ever come down to it, he gonna tell you he's not a racist. Look how many black people Trump gonna pardon. Black men. The black man, he still gonna pardon. He ain't did it yet. He ain't a racist. He trying to be down, go down the greatest president ever. If he do what he trying to do, he gonna do it. He gonna get my damn vote. I ain't gotta pay no more tax money, no more taxes. Yeah, y'all looking like y'all crazy want to. I mean, that's for people working. No more taxes. Now people get mad because they wanna. People ain't working though. They want their food stamp. Hell, I go to work every day, so I can't see y'all vision unless you sick. I told you sick. I'm with you.
Demetrius,
Cause you
I'm an
got
energy. I'm an energy
man, you
because
go
you
ahead there. Get an energy.
because
I ain't been to bag down.
you are on a tangent, and again, it's obvious and evident that you are. Don't say you're not. Don't
I'm in
say
Republican this year. This year, I've been
yeah. I going to
Democrat
say
next
don't.
4 years.
I going to
Okay, then I say
say
that with it.
you
I'm
are.
bipartisan.
Don't say you bipartisan. No,
I
because
am bipartisan.
everything. No, you're not. Because everything that you're saying, you are one of them. When they say all skin folks ain't kin folks, that you is on that beach with the rest of them.
Well,
Now,
again,
I'm
hold
just
on.
letting you
I'm
know.
saying, what notice you have? Y'all, I saved my piece. I'm gonna let my wife have it. She been closing out. I'm done. My rant over with. I love all y'all. Get your ass ready end of the year. Find your job. Get some money. Angie, close this out. What you got to say to these people? And let them, hey, listen in your car. I love you. Let's do it again next podcast. It's all your honey bun.
All right. You all, I hope that when you are listening to what Demetrius and I say, you create your own narrative. Demetrius and I do not give political advice. We don't give
That's right.
medical advice. We don't give legal advice. All we do is give you the perspective of the Lee Life Experience podcast, and we giving it to you raw and unfiltered based on our own experiences with these topics, based on the Rachana, I hope that we have enlightened you, and I'm not sure that all your questions get answered. And again, you didn't give enough detail about, were you a single mom, were you a mom that's in school, um, because that changes the narrative. Like I just told you, I told you about I was a single mom. I was in 21. It changed the narrative. So about the way that people see me, a young woman with a baby, and unfortunately, they had me, a young mom with a baby, versus a elderly lady that was in her 70 or 80 years old. I don't know exactly how she was at the time, but
She's in the
she was
early 70s.
yeah, okay, early 70s versus a 21-year-old with a newborn baby. Both of them both of them in need, but who do you get? I can just tell you with me being 21, I was still healthy, but they favored me over favoring her because I'm assuming they said, "She's old, she done lived her life," and, they done with it. So, I just wanna say, take your time, read if you have an opportunity, look at your life. So many of us on jobs that we don't like. So many of us have just, that boss or whatever, um, or the people that you work with. Take time to rearrange your life. Take time to rearrange it. I mean, take time to reevaluate. Sorry, wrong wording. Reevaluate it and look and see where can you based on your talents and skills, what can you do? And I know everything has to have a startup cost. What can you do? Who's willing to invest in you? And again, people not going to invest in you if you're not going to be 110%. People not, and they already have seen you throw money up, you in the club, this, that, and the third, then guess what? You're not trustworthy. So don't go ask nobody for no money on no business when you already, if you could then do it with your own money, they got no need of you asking folks for their money. They're not gonna do it. But how can you make ends meet? Guess what? Those of you who good at cooking, somebody still will pay. Somebody gonna have some money. They'll pay you for them plates. Somebody like me who don't cook, I'm thinking reconsidering real hard about ordering me some Factor. Somebody who cooking good home meals and all I got to do is just go pick it up. Somebody who's going facing health issues and you need to ride to the doctor, but you got a dependable car. Then guess what? I'll be advertising on social media. You on free platforms. I'll be saying, hey, do your loved one need to go to the doctor? I can take them. If you a CNA, you got certification. Seeing those of you need to be getting a CNA certification if you already taking care of people. Get certified CNA, something that's in weeks. You can do that in 6 weeks. I know you can give us some time for 6 weeks to get your certification and being able to now you more marketable. Now you able to go to the doctor's office. Now you able to put on there because people want somebody to see, hey, this person, she know how to do basic life support. And I think basic life support $60, or you can get that. Google see who getting them certifications out for free. And some job workforce were going ahead and giving you those certifications. Again, they changed the narrative. They're taking the skills that you have from taking care of people. Now you're able to charge somebody, hey, I run your little one to the doctor for $20. That means you got your car, you got transportation, you already a CNA. Hey, your little one's lonely. I can do companions. Companions are not even CNAs. Companions just sit there and give your family member company. Your little older grandmama that so she won't be at home by herself. Companions, all companions do is come there, making sure they safe. That's all companions do. So I'm just only telling you, when you say you can't make a business, oh yes you can, because there's somebody out here with a need, Demetrius. And guess what? The hospital employ them. When we had to go to the room, we're like, oh, they got a sitter in there. They were like, oh, that's not a sitter, that's a companion. A companion? They was like, yeah, just so she won't be lonely and be afraid. And all
There you
that
go.
person, all that person do, Demetrius, just sit there and talk, engage with them.
There you go.
So I'm just saying, maybe I just need to make a list. I may need to make a list of 50 things you can do, 50 jobs that you can create with a low startup cost. 50 things.
Good idea. Hey, I want to say something too real quick.
Go ahead.
I just want to tell everybody, y'all, we ain't quit the podcast. I know we're a little slow. Angela out of town. Sometimes she had to work 7 days a week.
Not
And
out
my
of town, out of
schedule,
state.
it's out of state. You said out of state. And time zone different. So we're doing this podcast. We got some of y'all stuff, and we're gonna try to get to it. But I might not get this week, might be next week. Because we got a lot going on, but she ain't gonna be there all the time. She come back home. So we'll be back on schedule every week. So be patient with us. Just join the time we get you these podcasts. The one we do get, we're gonna try to pick the best one to get to you. Enjoy them because we coming back full time every week. That's all I want to say on the button. You can close it out.
All right. Again, thank y'all to those of you who reached out to make sure that the beaches and I are good. We're safe. And like I said, I told you, we was taking a seasonal break to reposition things. And those of you, if you know anything about California, you should say, oh, they on a chase. They on a chase, to get some work. So again, you all, in whatever it is that you're looking for, please be safe. If you going through health issues, please go to the doctor. Don't allow you worried about copays and stuff to get to you, because I know Demetrius had said something about changing our insurance. So that's big in the news as well. Demetrius, that I meant to write down that a lot of people, not only the SNAP benefits are being cut, a lot of people health insurance premiums is going up.
That's right.
And so that's some of the things that we need to talk about, because, again, those of you who have preconditioned health issues, now it might cost you even more to go to the doctor. So, and then again, these doctors are not being able to run the necessary tests. So, all right, you all be blessed. Have a great one. This is the Lee Life Experience Podcast. Angie and Demetrius. Hi, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed the episode so far. You are here with the Lee Life Experiences. And remember, if you want to get your topics discussed or get our opinion or our perspective, join us at text us at 833-370-1608 and put relationships in the comment.